Today I'm going to show you guys how to render either a still image, sequence of images, or a animation. So here you see I have a very simple logo animation. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to render a still frame. So I'm going to go into render options, or setup. And here, since I'm going to do one image, I want to make sure it's on single, right? I can also select sequence of images, or sorry, separate frames. So like here it says 1, 3, 5 through 12. As if you want to render, rather than rendering them out each individually, you can just do them all at once. I can also specify output size. You have a lot of presets in here, common ones obviously, HDTV, 35mm film. What you can do is, if you're doing this, say, for print, you obviously want a much higher resolution. So you can set it manually here by saying what the pixel resolution is. You also have some more options like atmospheric effects, displacement. You can turn these on and off. If you're just doing like a preview, obviously you don't need everything selected. If you're just kind of taking a look at the animation, you can turn on or off these options at any time. And then when you're done, you just hit render. And that is sure. So as you can see, here is the finished render, and I can just go to save image, and I can specify what I want to save it as, and we'll just call it test image, and I can select anything from this list, and let's just call it a JPEG and hit save. I can change whatever options I want for the JPEG quality and hit OK, and it will save it to wherever I told it to. So now if I want to make this a animation, I just select range, and I only have 45 frames in here, so I have it from 0 to 45. Then I want to go down. I can obviously make any changes to output size or options that I want to. Then I want to make sure save file is selected, and I go to files. The reason you want to have save file selected, otherwise it'll just render it to the render window. But this will actually save it to your destination, which I have set to my desktop. And here you actually want to, obviously give it a name, and you have a lot of options. AVI will obviously render it to a MUI. You can also render it to a when you set it to any of these image file types, it will actually render it out as a sequence of images. This is good for obviously you get a better quality, and especially if you use some of these higher quality image types like Targa or TIFF that use a lot less compression than JPEG, and then you can import them into a file, a program like After Effects or Premiere to do some more advanced compositing. So once you have it set up, I'm just going to hit save, and you can overwrite it, and then I'm just going to hit render. And it's going to ask me to confirm, hit yes, and it's going to go through my entire sequence, and it is done, and it is saved comfortably to the location that I had told it to be.